see this fucking big, man, it looks like a TV, but it looks like a Bigfoot structure, but it's possible that fucker just could have fell. But no, how did these fall this way? These ones fell that way. And look, this one's this way. I mean, how did that? Oh, Bigfoot did that. They're probably, I see a bunch of these type structures out here too, dude. Man, they're looking at, I know, hey, there are people locally that have seen Bigfoots, okay? Over towards, I was telling these people on a show podcast that over there, the mounds, there's a park called a recreational ATV / like mud bogging park called the Mounds, Genesee County, Michigan, right? Like in that complex behind there, it kind of butts up to a trailer park, kind of north, in between Mount Morris Road and Vienna, kind of, right? And out behind that trailer park, this chick I used to date, man, frickin', she lived there when we were young. She said she seen a Bigfoot out there, right? She said it was just standing there watching her. And she said, but what made her notice it is her dog was walking, and he stopped. And he, like, pointed his nose, and he did that classic pose where they, like, do the pointer pose, and it stopped and looked. And it, like, it wouldn't, like, it locked the gaze at it, right? And I was out there one night, and I was wood knocking, and this sucker fucking, something would knock me back. And I was out there doing some ski. Oh, safety was on. The other day I was over at my homie Danny's. Danny DW. Freaking, we busted off the street sweeper. He had a little like baby 38 or 380. That bitch was banging, dude. I shot at a rabbit, missed. See, like this tree that fell there, right? What are the chances that all those fuckers fell and got propped up? But you do see it. You do see that shit naturally sometimes, or maybe even as trees are dying. Maybe they can almost like detach in a certain way and control themselves which way they fall, or maybe sometimes maybe it's the wind, who knows. But anyway, yeah, this is called the hogbacks right here, and it's a good place to find some good wood. Like, look at this right here. This is some kind of shaggy bark tree. Like, I wonder if this is slippery elm. Like, that stuff supposedly, you make a tea out of that. Really fucking is beneficial. I know I found some funny looking like rock formations out here, dude. It almost looks like Viking era iron extraction spots, dude. Like setups. Look at this guy. Come here, look at this. It looks like a fucking cockroach. Gross. There ain't wild cockroaches, are there? Look at it. Look at that thing. Fucking gross, ain't it? Should shoot it. Yeah, I know it's gonna be gross if I do shoot it. And then who knows? Like that Christmas story, don't shoot your eye out. Might shoot my eye out. Wow, look at these. Some nice burl action out here. Yeah, in our yard over there. I noticed, man, the moss up behind this like bush that grows to the north. Like this one, see that? Alright, we got light moss. What the hell is that? Is that scat? There's a little bit of moss here on the south, but the most of it, the thick of it, grows on the north. So I noticed that that's correct, but that makes sense because moss must be a partial sun. Partial sun. Well, look at this. That's south. That one's whole thing's fucking. They're rimmed. That rock's got it on it. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I've heard of local Bigfoots. I have not seen one yet. I ain't seen a dog man or squatch, but I've been wood knocked when I was wood knocking. I've seen some curious looking, almost like generic shelters and shit, right? I've seen some pretty, like, even out in this area, I've seen some pretty big doggish prints, right? I know down this road over here, Washburn Road, at the end of it, there's like a canine kennel, like a German Shepherd kennel, right? So I'm thinking, like, if you see, like, people who raise pit bulls and shit, the ones that suck, sometimes they just release. And they become strays in the wild or whatever, right? I'm wondering if, hey, some of those dogs got loose and out there banged some coyotes and we got some coy dogs out there. Or even coy wolf, you know. The coy wolf's all the way from the east coast all the way to the west coast now, way up into Canada. And we're just right here on the other side of Canada. And during the winter when the lakes freeze over, I know there's timber wolves, okay? So it's possible now, but it's like supposedly only one of the fucking wolves, the eastern sea wolf is called, is the one that's mated with coyotes. And I think the other ones, they don't. They have like retarded kids or babies or whatever. Like inbreds or species that ain't meant to mate, you know. Wow, man, it's hot, man. I'm fucking sweating my dick off. Anyway, much love. God bless. Safe travels, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Motherfucking, you know, LBP for Mayor, Skywatch Chronicles, the fucking Native American history, cryptid, historical, analytical, political, satire, musician, bushcraft, martial arts, relationship advice. I mean, I don't mean like boy-girlfriend relationship. I mean all relationships, like your family, your friends, your homies, your cousins, your brothers from anothers, multiracial situations, relationship advice, all right? Relation to yourself and where you're at. Geolocation, be wise. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all take care. Be cool. Head on swivel. Pinch your nipple.